Good morning, everybody. Thank you for being here today. I see a lot of people are on mute, and that is absolutely fine. Just wanted to say hello, good morning, and we will get started promptly at 10. Thank you for being here today. Good morning, Bobby. How are you doing this morning?
Good morning. I'm good. Thank you.
Good, good. How are the roads up there?
They weren't too bad,
Not too bad.
actually.
Okay, good.
But the sidewalks and the parking lots.
Yeah, I saw some interesting footage out of the Glen Highway yesterday and some people meeting light poles in an unfriendly way. So I will keep my fingers crossed for you guys staying safe up there.
Well, appreciate it.
Ours weren't terrific down here, but not like
where,
that.
where are you at, Sarah?
I'm in Kenai.
Yeah, I
Just
saw
a little south, but completely
Anchorage was
different weather systems some days.
Looked like Anchorage was getting some snow a little bit ago.
I'm becoming more and more of the just do one thing. None of the melt and the freeze and the rain and freezing rain, and just one thing at a time would be great. Hi Val, hi Naomi, how are you? It's nice to see your face after talking to you so many times. And you guys are on mute.
Good morning.
Good
Nice to see
morning.
you.
Nice to see you too. Thank you for being here.
Now we know how we look.
Yes, exactly.
Good morning. So
Hi,
we're
Demetra.
gonna share the same spot. And
That works.
Naomi's really gonna be the star of the show, so I'll only come on when I could stand here and stand her.
We definitely appreciate it. And Miss Naomi, I will do my best to stay on track and pause when you need me to, so on. So some of this is an exercise in some new things for me. So I think we will get it worked out absolutely great and it will be fine. Just if you need to jump in and say, hey, Sarah, slow down, or I didn't catch that, please just let me know and we'll go from there. Okay?
Okay.
All right. I'm glad you made it safely. Thank you for being there today, especially in treacherous road conditions.
Yeah.
We are going to give folks just a couple more minutes. We'll get started promptly at 10, but giving people a few minutes to join us, get our presenters in line. We will go from there. Good morning. I see we have somebody new that's joined. Welcome.
Right here.
I see we have somebody new online. Welcome. Miss Naomi, are you all ready?
Yeah, I am
All
ready.
right. Nope, that's absolutely wonderful. Welcome, everybody. My name is Sarah Bieber. I work for the State of Alaska Department of Labor and Workforce Development. Thank you for being here today. First of all, just some housekeeping items. This meeting is being recorded. Miss Naomi, I'm going to stop for you every few sentences if that works for you. I also want to introduce Naomi Paul, who is going to be providing UPIC translation services for us today.
Okay. Do I need to interpret starting now?
Yeah, if you want to, and I can start over for you again, Miss Naomi, if that
Yeah,
works.
can you
Okay.
start over?
Okay. Yep, just to let everybody know, this meeting is being recorded. Please mute your microphones unless you're speaking to reduce background noise. And this meeting will also be posted on our webpage as a resource for those that couldn't be here today.
Una kwani kwaya ginagaluko Charlie qatal reetukut Charlie stit kwaya ginagaluki record taqtuq immiutuq yugnunukun Charlie chigalngugununha.
Thank you for being here today again and welcome. Today's meeting is about connection, compassion, and practical support for our neighbors who have been displaced and are navigating an incredibly challenging time.
Kuyana tailuchi kuyana suhanik ilagaw suchi unakwani kuyuht ngahput ukunun janglim pishanun ikayut nguluni pikatahtuk manna.
During today's session, we'll highlight available programs and assistance while providing guidance on how to connect people with the right resources quickly and effectively.
Manasu pikngahput ikayut nguluni ikayut ngah kauluni kuyugunun makunun janglimawawat pishanun ikayuhkanak ikayutun perkauluni.
Please, we want you not only to participate, but to share your insights. Your involvement is essential. A question and answer session at the end of the presentations will take place, and we encourage you to participate there as well.
Fani kutawitalgani makun kwa ikayuhkanak ukutsutsali qalaht qatalgit fani Gokut nguluni manap pishat ikayut kamtnun kwa pishat.
And once again, welcome everybody. We are going to be jumping straight into presentations to respect everybody's time. Presenters, please plan on speaking briefly and then allowing Naomi time to translate. Also, if you have a presentation, please plan to indicate to Rachel when you want to move on to the next slide. Go ahead, Naomi.
Pani khasukut qalaqtarkat sali quyawik lukitaishat sali swinga pani mumiktisngulauqaukunun pisqshatnun apiutin quftior kwani pikufti Rachel Lak qanrulluuku pinnaarti.
Thank you. Okay. The first presentation, I will be briefly going through Job Center services. So you can see our presentation is started. Rachel, if you can go to the next slide for me. Well, just in the interest of time, you guys were sent a copy of the agenda, so you have that. I'll be introducing speakers as we go through. But please note, this is the lineup that we have right now. And I understand there are some weather conditions that might prevent folks from being with us today. But as far as we know, everybody is here. If not, we'll navigate that when we get there. Next slide, please, Miss Rachel. So one of the services that we have within the Department of Labor is vocational rehabilitation, who works with Alaskans experiencing disabilities.
Unaasu vocational ikayulagait ikayunakshrit vocational rehabilitation.
If you're experiencing a disability or a limitation, we are happy to connect you with those services. We don't have a representative online today, but we will touch on some of the services later on within the Job Center presentation that coincide with Job Center services. So this is an entity that has assistance available for retraining, accommodations, customized employment, setting up employment for success, so on. And that's for Alaskans experiencing a disability or a limitation. And we can connect you with those services if that's something applicable to you.
Manasu ikayunakshranun kwaslu taring ksailurun kwaslu litnaun riktupungalutin hok litnausrukunen tamkwatoimum litnausrukunen ukutsali ikayuriungaluki ikayurnakshrit kwaslu taring stigalingut taring stigalingut kwa amsramuk ikayuriungaluki makunik.
Next slide, please, Miss Rachel. A lot of you may already know what the Job Center does, or at least the concept of a job center. And there are the basic things that we do. We have availability for you to use computers, printers. We still have fax machines and copy machines. Our services are free. So if you are at a loss for a resource, we probably have it and can accommodate your needs. We also have staff that is available to assist with job search, registering on the Alaska job system, providing a resume, taking advantage of a mock interview, and those sorts of services you would expect at the Job Center. We also statewide have various offices who have veterans representatives, and veterans, of course, are our priority of service. So we want to make sure we're taking care of them. Naomi, I realize I probably just went very quickly for you. So if you can talk about the resource room, the use of the computers, printers, and the basics, that would be absolutely great.
Juanishu Job Center Army Bilrit Officerat ni computer achtantok copy machine achtarluni lu fashu fax machine achtarluni tamakun piukufti tamakut hok akinaki ikayuriungaluti tammani tamakun ikayuriukufti yaqufti lutallarkanik tamakut kuntali ikayuriungaluti.
Thank you. Next slide, please, Rachel. What I would really like everybody to take away from Job Center services today, beyond the basics that you might know about, are the fact that we have funding available through career support and training services.
Talishu Wani Job Center Army ikayuriungaluti akitunlu tamktallarkam Tohlitnaurluti piukufti slaitatasakiliulluki akiliulluti Ikayurugngaluti Tallerkaftsnik Yakufti Hwashu Litnaut Karptsnik Tali Ugluti Yakufti.
Simply by nature of the situation, evacuees can be considered dislocated workers, and we can help provide funding for things like relocation. If you're interested in training, we have support services available in a variety of means, and we also have case management staff in our hub job centers, in Anchorage, Wasilla, Fairbanks, Juneau, Ketchikan, and Kenai. We are very experienced providing services virtually as COVID dictated. I'm sure it happened to a lot of you as well. So regardless of the area, we can work with you virtually fairly easily.
Mag ukutsu Tali Tanglimatum Pishri Nunam Kwaya evacuate Ashret Ikayurugufti Huraki Saitaki Liutsuti Ikayurugati Wita Haugut Job Center at Wita Anchorage, Wasilla, Fairbanks, Juneau, Ketchikan, Kenai, Amisu, Ikayurugufti Hurtaugut Kaya Gauluki Piungati Su Ikayufti Huk Dot Naps Kufti Ikayuruguluti.
Next slide, please, Miss Rachel. Family members can also be considered for eligibility for these programs as well. So it's not only the individuals that may have been affected or lost a job, family members can be displaced homemakers as well and considered dislocated workers.
Talisu Ilakshridugut Ikayurugnaluki Piungaluting Dovet Talisakam Pasu Talating Qua Talis Tiganating Talating Talamnik Takshooting Tamatum Tanglim Takfkaraluki Ilakshri Tali Piungaluti.
Next slide, please, Miss Rachel. All right. Here is our contact information. So if you are unsure of where your job center might be, what the nearest location to you, what region they're in, you can call any one of these job centers and be directed to home base. We also have an 800 number, which we'll be putting on this slide for a little bit more universal communication. But please know if you're in Bethel and you call the Peninsula Job Center and say, I don't know where I'm supposed to be, we're going to get you there. So any one of these numbers could be applicable.
Nunat phone number Aritsusi Maluting Ikayurugufti Dovet Kaukutilit Kalaruti Piungaluti Saita Tasikayurugati Kati Aput Sniksu Aput and Kufti.
Next slide, please. I am going to turn it over now to Jonalie Escalante with Disaster Unemployment Assistance, and she'll take you through those programs. Just a reminder, Jonalie, to pause and let Naomi translate in there and take it away.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Jonalie, and I'll be presenting the Disaster Unemployment Assistance, also known as DUA. Hi, Rachel. Next slide, please. Okay, so just a quick introduction. DUA provides a temporary unemployment payments to individuals who lost work directly due to a major disaster and are not eligible for the regular unemployment benefits.
Unasu Duamgat Felony Disaster Unemployment Assistance Down Talati unemployment tam papistigas kago favat piu ngaluti tawam temporary uluni fa yukwani challariuskuni awum tanglim challariutsluku piskugani dovatwani imiriu ngaluni.
Okay, so the DUA program is a federally funded benefit administered by states to help people who lost work because of a major disaster declared by the president.
Unastali program akit hunikai ngaluki chalam nkwa agum jangli takfkarluki pishatnik hani president tam pifkarluki.
Okay, next slide, please. Okay, so what is DUA? Disaster Unemployment Assistance is authorized under the Stafford Act and managed by the U.S. Department of Labor. It provides temporary income to people who is unable to work because of the disaster.
Unastastuak unemployment ikayut muluni kwa akin tikiriv ngaluki chalariut street tawam temporary ulunikingan chaliak chalariut hatnik ikayurib ngaluki.
It is administered through state unemployment agencies and becomes available only after a presidential disaster declaration through the Federal Emergency Management Agency, or also known as FEMA.
Unas akiliun fucking state and ayuk state kwap state agency piluni chalis president approvara kathufa down approvas kata fucking kingun galuni FEMA Federal Emergency Management Agency.
Okay, and next slide, please. So who qualifies for DUA? So you may qualify for disaster unemployment assistance if the disaster directly caused by job loss, block access to work, injury preventing to perform work, loss of a job you were about to start, or loss of self-employment, or if you became the primary household supporter due to a disaster-related death.
Unasu tuwak jalan jalah penek takfkakat matum janglim pasu aknis hukuvit jalah petnasini janglasani kwasu jali spenik jali wigluten pink covid down just tauku jali kai ngalutin kwasu ilavet illit aknirluni tuqukan jali tohuni kai ngaluti.
Okay, and next slide, please. So how DUA differs from the regular unemployment insurance? So the regular unemployment insurance has a 1 week waiting period, and it is the very first week in which you are eligible for benefits under a new claim, and you do not get paid for that week.
Unas unemployment gimi rilrit utakala siniutka tos nitili mitiuksirmi utakalutin aking yubngas kam kwasupin rits kam tos toni nitili mi aking fnatin.
Okay, and even though you are not paid, you must still file a claim for that week in order to get a waiting week credit.
Tos aking rilling petoni utakatiklutin kwa nitili mi aking skakpnik.
And also, the regular unemployment insurance uses a state-defined base period, which is the first 4 or the last 5 completed calendar quarters before the date of your new claim.
Ukutsutaslan employment that base period darlutin takkiurlutin kwa toni sutali kakkiuskada khinrmi toni pilkiuranqtiklutin.
While DUA has no waiting period and it only uses the most recent completed tax year as the base period and begins the first week after the disaster, and it has no interested parties.
Unasutoituak utakayuitinilutin avutun unemployment datun tawam taxan kimirilaqufti taukutawam tali tankluki pitikluki taunitilim tiuklani imirilhukuvat tanglak pilhani.
Okay, and next slide, please. So this is just a
Nope.
DUA overview. We will just skip this slide. Okay, and now duration of benefits. So the disaster assistance period runs from the Sunday after the disaster through 28 weeks.
Unastali ayagniraksluni akingilkat kwa imirilhukufti akingilkat agayunak agayunamkingoni 28 weeks lutali perkauluni.
So for the October 8 through 13, 2025 disaster, the DUA benefits are payable from the week ending of October 19th, 2025 through April 25th, 2026. And it uses the minimum weekly benefit amount of 153.
Unastali kwanikwayagniktikluni imirilhukufti October 8 kiava 13 2025 tanglak pilhani tolukutu watakiliri ungaluki October 19 kayagluni yavat April 25 2026 dot unas nitilimiaking laskat $153.
Okay, and also the deadline to apply for DUA benefits is December 17th, 2025.
Unas imirech kaukufti takskiwaraluni December 17, 2025 tauna takskiwaraluni imirech kaukufti or imirikatakufti.
Okay, next slide, please. So why DUA is important? DUA is
We're going to skip
important.
this slide, Jonalee.
Okay.
Skip this slide in the next slide and go to how to apply. The next slide, Rachel. Thank you.
Okay, so this is just some resources. We do have the press release here and the handbook. And how to apply is by calling our phone number, the 269-4700, or you can mail your applications to this address.
Ukun kiwimiri kata kufti. I have one question. Will will they show the phone numbers or where to go online if they ask for it, or I mean if they show it on the recording?
Yeah,
Yes,
so,
Go ahead.
oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Director. Okay, so yes, Naomi, this will all show online. This will all be recorded and this information will be available. Is that what you were asking?
Yeah, that's what I was asking. Okay.
Yeah.
Kiwimiri kata kufti ukun imiri ukufti kwani number kalari ungaluku 269-4700 application an gimiris hukufti kali karnak mailari ungaluku sutovt address am puhti koktaima.
Thank you, Naomi. Miss Rachel, if you can go ahead and go to, thank you, Jonalee, appreciate it. I apologize, folks. We are falling behind, so we are going to try and do some catch up, but we are likely to run long. So if you can stick to the pertinent parts of your program, absolutely great. If you need more time than that, we'll accommodate, but just trying to keep everything on track. So I'm going to turn it over to Bradley Lake with Chalista. He is a workforce shareholder development specialist, and we'll be talking about their opportunities.
Good morning. Can you guys hear me?
We can.
Great, thank you. This is Chester Corporation Workforce and Shareholder Development Programs and Services presentation. Next slide, please. My name is Bradley Lake. I'm originally from Hooper Bay, but I currently live in Anchorage. I'm a past intern of the internship program here at Chester Corporation, and these are two of my other coworkers, Regina Thurchik and Isaiah Liu. Regina's from Tuksuk Bay and Isaiah's from Nunapachak.
Bradley Clark, Regina Turchik, Isaiah Lul, Hutanku Chasikai, Chalistam Kingun Relutum Chali, Ikai Rukufti.
Next slide, please. This is Chalista Corporation is a parent company of 4 different subsidiaries. We have Chalista Bryce, Ulista Holding, Na Holding, and Booktuk Holding.
Ukutsu Chalistam Chaskingun Litwani Hua Kali Kami Gaus Ngalre Tuitaluting Tank Ikai Rukufti.
And then we have one nonprofit, which is our Chalista Education and Culture. Next slide, please, whenever you're ready. And then the industries and careers at corporate level, you could find executive administration, human resources, information technology, finance and accounting, legal, governmental affairs, marketing and communications, shareholder services, and land and natural resources.
Ukunishu Chali Ukufti Hwashu Umyocht Klutipi Ukufti Hwanifukut corporate careers. We diluting executive administration, human resources, information technology, finance, accounting, legal, government affairs, marketing, communication, shareholder services. Taukuchatui diluting tamakuni chali lutium yaft kufti.
And at the holding line level careers, you could find construction project management, heavy equipment operating, real estate, oil and gas, aerospace and aviation maintenance, logistics, and all the engineering's departments.
Magututali ang Tony Hua Charlie Yukufti real estate, oil and gas, aerospace and aviation, maintenance, logistics, tamakuni just piukufti Charlie taukuti kairu ngaluti.
And also at our nonprofit career, which is Chalisa Education and Culture, you could find careers in education, culture and language revitalization, transcribing and translating, writing and research, and program management.
Asatlu Charlie makuti ka Chalakaftsni piukufti makunik. Education, culture and language, revitalization, translating and transcribing, writing, research and program management. Taupun Charlie Piukufti, Charlie Witaluting, Ikayurik Ngaluti Chastoni.
Next slide, please. Just a little overview of the workforce and child development side. For the shareholder development side, we have the internship program, the YK Workforce Development Group gatherings, job fairs and outreach, career pathways, partnerships, recruiting, talent bank, on-the-job training programs, shareholder hire reports, advocacy and support, content creation, resume and cover letter writing, mock interviews, and job search assistance.
Makun Klujas Perkau Gufti Umyart Kluti Piukufti Ikayurik Ngaluti Chaskwani YK Workforce, Makutama Mangawayagum Country Group Gatherings, Job Fairs, Tamakuni Chasikayu Ngaluchi Asani Suchali.
And then upcoming works, initiatives in the works is the resource handbook. Will just have a bunch of information for a variety of things like how to get your driver's license, education resources, and things to get into the union, because most of our work is union wise with one of our subsidiaries. And then we also have the registered apprenticeship programs and the mentorship program.
Chali Perkau Gufti Ugani Gokirtakani Galikan handbook ang klahtutwa Janik Imagaluting Chashkaitnik Kwanisu driver's license, Piungaluti Hwalu education resources, Asaan Klutjali Piukufti, Piungaluti, Ukutlutjali apprenticeship programs and adventure program, just Tamakun Piukufti, Ikayungaluti.
Next slide, please. Quickly talk about our internship program. The internship program is our most successful program at leading shareholders and descendants into high-level careers. It is a 10-week paid internship program. And yeah, just a little overview of our internship program. You have to be currently enrolled into a college or vocational tech training program and be a Chelsea shareholder and descendant.
Unastali internship Pikata Kuftin internship program Kwani Asigluni Ayasini Luni shareholder anun Pashu King Vritnun 10 weeks King looting Donny Chala Litnawak looting Donny internship program army. Tawam Tali college jamun vocational tech training amun Donny Bimmach Kaulut Litnawach Kaulut Litnawumach Kaulut Nkwa Litnawuma Litnawimi Pech Kaulut.
Next slide, please. And then we have the internal registered apprenticeship programs. They're all registered through our subsidiary Nordic Cellista. We have the mechanic apprenticeship program. It is a comprehensive 2-year program that offers on-the-job learning on the slope. We also have the office manager apprenticeship program. It is a comprehensive 2-year program that offers on-the-job learning with a dynamic corporate environment. And then we also have the electrician apprenticeship program. It is a comprehensive 4-year program that offers on-the-job learning in the North Slope, and once the apprentice graduates, he will reach journeyman level.
Anisu North Slope Amichali Ukufti Chastoni Ikayu Machiklini Luchi Chali Luchi Doni North Slope Ami 2-year program Mauluni Chali Luchi Su Pashu Fani electrician apprenticeship program 4-year program out hinilung Chali Pashu Doni just graduate ari ngaluchi tamana Dorten Peterlam Litnauach Kaukufti.
And then few registered apprenticeship programs in the work at corporate. We have the health and safety environmental technician, information technology, and finance.
Panistat Pekata Kufti program ami Pekata Kufti health and safety tamakun perkauluting Jalisu nationalrecht information nam qua in technology pashu finance.
Next slide, please. I'll skip this one real quick for the sake of time. Next slide, please. And then we have the shareholder recruitment and career readiness services. The shareholder development team is available to assist shareholders and descendants and spouses with resume and cover letter writing, interview preparation, training and scholarship applications, job searches. And here's our email and our phones where you could contact us to schedule a time to meet, and then to future jobs and other opportunities on our Facebook and Instagram. Our Facebook is Chillista HR and our Instagram is Chillista_HR.WFSD.
Avutsutas Pekata Kufti Kayufti Kniluti shareholder ani pashu illightni pashu igamak resume mkwaimi kata kufti chasigayo ngaluti pashu training aluti pas scholarship an gemi kata kufti chastama kun gigayo ngaluti challah kahptsniki kufti kwani pa kalari ngaluki kayagawi ngaluki pashu email agluki chalistak.
Next slide, please. And then if there's any questions, you could just email us or call us and follow us on our social media. Kuiana.
Apiuting kufti su email ari ngaluki pashu kayagawi Facebook ani su taliwita lute.
Thank you. And again, everybody, thank you for your patience as we move along. I'm going to turn it over to Valerie Davidson, the Executive Director for Utlet Narvat. And I apologize if I butchered that. Hopefully I did not. So Valerie, the floor is yours.
Oyana. So my names are Nochakalakam and Amitlamakana Valerie Davidson. I serve as the Executive Director of Utlet Narvat. I'm going to keep mine really brief. I'm going to try and get us back on time. Back on track in terms of time. So UT provides a range of training programs. You can see them here. We do Alaska adult education, so your GED. We offer an aviation mechanic technician training that's approved by the FAA. If you're interested in learning how to work on airplanes, on dingsoons. That's a really great training program. It's about 15 months. And when you're done, you are guaranteed a six-figure salary. So it is a great opportunity. I'll pause there.
Una suyut lit narvat kwanik nukaralugatan rulu ni mani. Yut lit narvat ni G eating size kufti kwala pink size kufti mani yut lit narvat ni piu ngaluti. Talisuna aviation mechanic ting suit nakituhtistit. Tastau nasil ragoni lugu David piu kufti tali akitu lagani lugu.
We also offer construction trades, including welding. We do driver education. Now is a great time to get your driver's license if you haven't done. All three of my kids learned how to drive here. We also offer healthcare training, certified nursing assistant, CNA program.
Ukutlu taliut litnauri ngaluting ituhtin ramak kwaslu welding piu ngaluting kwaslu alulan ramak litnauri ukufti kwaslu healthcare una CNA igayuht ngok nursanak CNA.
We also offer rural law enforcement training if you're interested in being a village police officer or a village public safety officer. We're doing a training soon on toyo troubleshooting and repair, so you won't be cold in the winter and your pipes won't freeze.
Talisu tigustnikwa piu ngaluting litnauri ngaluting VPO kwaslu VPSO chukata piu ngaluting tamakun makutlutas kami na toyo ngatlik tamakutali kituhtiungas kaitnik kituhtiu kufti tamakun litnauri ngaluti.
And we also house the Kuskokwim Learning Academy here at Utrecht Nagamat. We don't run that program. That's run by Lower Kuskokwim School District. And we also house the ANSEP Acceleration Academy in the building as well. So over 100 high school students are actually in our building every single day.
Juanistali Kuskokwim Learning Academy on a KLA Mkbilashat Manitali Pish litnaw siniluting fatoni and sepak tali una mani piu ngaluko. Asil ragulu ni panik litnawang siniluting 100 tank.
Next slide, please. So what a lot of folks do, here's our contact information, and what a lot of folks may not know is that you don't actually have to leave the region in order to get training. You can do it right here in Bethel. And if you're stuck in Anchorage and you really want to get some training and you want to come home, this is the perfect time. We actually house, if you're accepted into one of our programs, we will house you and we will feed you, except for the regular driver's ed. We don't normally do that because that's just a few days. But for the other training, we'll put you up in our dorm. We'll feed you, promise you we won't starve you. And if you do that and you come to our training, one of the things that might also be possible is while you're here, if you want to jump on a flight, we wouldn't pay for it, but you probably could find somebody who could do that, to go home and get some of your stuff, all of your precious belongings, maybe something that was made by your appa or your grandma that you want to bring back with you. You could do that while you're here.
Aki ngatikuni nagkakaluti so kawakavigluti kwasyon nakasukungaluti nakin saltay kufti toten piu ngaluti taliso tayo kufti kwama batut khsuti chat imkut nuftsniwi talri takfayu kufti ki tali akfayu ngatiklini luki.
And the last thing I'll say is Our programs are typically paid for, your tribe's 477 program. So whether it's your tribe or through AVCP. And so often if you apply in advance, it actually won't cost you anything. And if you want more information, get a hold of us here at 907-543-0999. And we can get you an application and get you enrolled in our programs. See you soon.
Biugufti luhukwabit asiriaksi niluniman na biugufti ayagawnerti kwani 543-0999. Kayagawi ngaluti dov poyakti kaiti.
Doi. And Nutanadam, Naomi.
Thank you, guys. Bobby Irvin is the center director for the Don Young Alaska Job Corps Center in Palmer, and I will turn the floor over to you, Bobby.
Thank you, Sarah. And it's so good to see so many friendly faces and supporters of Alaska youth. We're really honored to be part of this presentation today. Here at the Don Young Alaska Center, we are back open for business. We actually never closed, but we had stopped enrolling for about 4 or 5 months while we worked out some challenges with the current administration. So we have started enrolling students again. In fact, we have 9 arriving today, some from your region. Here at the Don Young Alaska Job Corps Center, we offer a number of vocational training programs. You can go to the next slide, Rachel. And we serve students who are 16 to 24 years old. They have to come in before their 25th birthday. Our campus is located in Palmer, Alaska. We have dormitories where the students live here free of charge. And they get all of their meals, recreation activities, and all their academic supplies and training supplies are all furnished for free. Next slide, please. So we train currently in 8 different vocational modalities. That's building and construction technology, which is a little bit of all of the construction trades sort of rolled up into one. And then we have an electrical apprenticeship program for electricians. We offer a welding program, which is fairly new, but we are seeing our first graduates this year. Water treatment program, it's very much needed in rural Alaska. And we have a great program. There are 5 different state certifications that can be received there, plus the CDL license, and those employment opportunities are paying very well. Culinary arts, food services type work. In rural Alaska, we're seeing our students go to work in school cafeterias and some long-term care facilities. Clinical medical assistant, these are the folks that follow the doctors around from room to room and help with the logistics of seeing patients. We also have the certified nursing assistant. Typically, this is for long-term care type facilities, but there are certified nursing assistants in hospitals and clinics. And then our security and protective services, and we're currently working on a process to graduate students from here as VPSOs for the benefit of our rural communities. We offer high school diplomas, GED. We have tutoring and academic support. We do have English language learner services that we provide here. We have disability services and support, and with disability that includes mental health challenges, post-trauma services. We can help with many of those manageable disabilities. We have opportunities for college. That's the advanced career training. We also help our students with resume writing, interview skills, and becoming employable, those soft skills that are needed in the workplace. If our students don't have a driver's license, we'll help them get a permit and a driver's license. And then there are again post-center higher education opportunities, and then military placements. We have a lot of students who choose to go into the military. Next slide, please. I'm sorry, Naomi, I wasn't giving you a chance to translate. I forgot. Do you want to try to catch up?
Yeah, I can.
My apologies, Naomi. I'm so sorry.
Una sutab korak tali. Kwani fasil guluni. Akina ni kina 16 to 24. 16 years old to 24 years old. Piul rajastov litna reari ngaluni. Akina ni awai suofkut Jali Litnauriukufti building construction kwashu electrical welding water and wastewater treatment kwashu nuclearam kwashu clinical medical assistance jalish auna certified nursing assistance doni jaspidushini luding jalishu license Alulakiaram licensaris kufti justoni piungashini luti damakun kwaslu high school diploma kufti or GED kufti justoni piunga damakun just piungashini luti jalis igakiaram resume kwaslu interview kwaslu Jalakapsnikwadoi Biusnikyorkufti Doni Jathikai Rugaluti Kwaslu Anguyak just Anguyak just Doni Biungashini Luki.
Bobby, it looks like you're on mute.
Oh, thank you. Thanks, Naomi. I apologize. I was just trying to speed things up and forgot that I was supposed to pause. So we we offer safe and secure environment for our students to live and learn. There are up to 4 people in a room here. We provide all of the beds and linens, just everything that is needed for residential living, including clothing allowances and other necessary supplies. It's 100% free. We provide everything from transportation to and from their home for arrival and departure, and for a holiday winter break. So any students who are coming in today, they will be going out in a couple of weeks for the holiday season, and then they'll come back just after the first of the year. Naomi.
Una jali kanrut kinritina ka palmerami witaluni Aki liws ngaluting chatamak mung kakaluting kapsuki inglakhtagaluni tawam rumani fora ko kaksuting witasi niluting chalisu chat tamak mung aki nating chalisu aki liwsuki ayak chug ngaluki kwasu utak kata chasaki liwsuki chalisu break ani for Christmas break break alas ritaman holiday ni break kata jali utchungalu ki akili usuktagamut taksuting aki kitaksuki suhoktas doni.
One of the leaves that are authorized because this occurs so frequently in Alaska is a subsistence leave. So students are able to take subsistence leave for fish camp, moose camp, foraging, or other activities to help with elders or family. So that's often a much needed opportunity for our students to still get the training they need, but support their families at home.
Dalishu ikayurunga sini luki fangkutafa nuna makmakan mklamta tamakuni fish camp arivunga luting Dalishu asanak tamani ikayurunga sini luki Eldorat kwashu family ritu tamakut ikayurunaqsritali tamakut hun litnauriunga sini luki litnawaq nammagni pillautitstun ikayurluki family.
Thank you, Naomi. Next slide. So Alaska Job Corps, you can just go to alaskajobcorps.com, or you can go to Job Corps. alaskajobcorps.gov, or you could just go to jobcorps.gov, and you can enroll, and somebody will be in touch within 24 hours.
Dovatutali piukufti alaskajobcorps.gov agluti dovat piunga sini luti ikayuht kahpti hok Umanuni ikayuht in 24 hours.
And we have an expedited enrollment process. So anybody who's a victim of disaster or experiencing homelessness or some sort of human trafficking, we can bring them in right away.
Dalishu Tanglalagmi pisho kufti kwashu nkaisi tagaluti pisho kufti kwashu asan ikayurungaiti hoktuguungaiti gmen ikayuruluti davat witawikamun siluti.
Thank you again, everyone. Thank you, Naomi.
Thank you, Bobby. Patrick Rose is the Vice President of Business Services and Solution with Northern Industrial Training, and it is your turn to present, sir.
Thank you very much. So I just want to give everybody kind of an overview of our programs and our locations of our campuses. Next slide, please.
Oh,
Go ahead.
I was just going to say what you just said.
Oh, go ahead, please.
Unasu program NIT kwa nani witas written kanrot kataka.
So at NIT, we have 3 main campuses. We're located in Anchorage, Fairbanks, and Palmer, with Palmer being our main facility where we do about 80% of our training. At that location, we train in programs of professional truck driving, heavy equipment operation, welding, diesel mechanics, skilled labor, carpentry, administrative assistant, high school programs where students can get credit towards their high school diploma, and other courses.
Unas NIT program Anchorage, Fairbanks, Palmer, Luitasi, Luting, Palmer, Tawam, Wita Wet, Luni, Donistali, Alulan, Akun Quatrakan Gang Don, Litnawi, Galuting, Kwashuasan. Jolly heavy equipment kwaslu welding, kwas diesel mechanics, jolly shuna skilled labor, carpentry liagak kwallu administrative assistant tad saltama kun piungaluting high school at lupuk Tony Tali litna riungaluting diploma ngakluting asan klutjali.
Next slide. So with our programs, we cover many different things inside the program. So all of our programs are based on licensing and certifications. And so whether you decide to work in your local communities or maybe you want to travel and move somewhere, all of our certifications and licensing should transfer or be reciprocal to any location you move to. With truck driving, the main focus I want to focus on was our main program is 4 weeks and 6 weeks long, where you can get your permit, your endorsements, and your driver exam to get your CDL inside that time frame.
Good klutjali afkungang ton truckan litna kata kufti 4 to 6 weeks kuk takta chikluni litna litna kata kufti tama kun ping nak kata kufti kwallu asan nakin kwatoinu nanu nasanu na aygilutis tali kufti certify yari ngaluti kwallu license ari ngaluti toni litnaulni.
Next slide, please. Our heavy equipment operation program is typically offered in the summertime when the ground's not frozen. That program is 6 weeks long and gets you NCC ER certified and several different pieces of equipment.
Unas heavy equipment dan pikata kufti keg mikukingan pilachtut tiku manrita kanuna 6 weeks lutak taluni certificate tang kahpitsnik.
Next slide, please. Our welding program varies from 8 weeks to 16 weeks, depending on the type of training you're looking for. The main focus being in Alaska right now is getting structural and pipe welding, especially with the potential of a new pipeline project coming through. This program starts every 8 weeks. It's very predictable, and you can get a fully certification in welding through, since we're an accredited testing facility through the American Welding Society.
Unas welding pikufti 8 to 16 weeks taktasini luni tawam chakutim welding pil kahpitsnik. Ayukan rilam ayuk nating unasu pipeline ani litna pipeline an kwelta kayam pikata kufti every 8 weeks pitu siniluni talisu certificate tangach kau kufti tohun testagach kau luti tali uhun American Welding Society.
Next slide. The skilled labor program, this is one of the major programs I wanted to highlight for this presentation. This program gives you a bunch of different skills needed to do building maintenance. As you can see from the curriculum, it really focuses on the plumbing and the electrical power generation. So for a lot of communities that were heavily damaged, this would be a good program to get a lot of the buildings updated and ready for use again.
Unasu skilled labor pikata kuftiudoni manna fanu ninnik tallaqilkaq toni tali ikayuhtiqluki litnaulriit plumbing fallu electrical power an saltamani litnauriungaluki fa navgumalriitnet kituhtlakaithun.
Next slide, please. Our carpentry program is the other one I really wanted to highlight. This program's 8 weeks long and it focuses on all the entry level and basics of carpentry. This program can also be modified to incorporate project specific things like if we wanted to build tiny homes, we wanted to get, crews of people to build homes back in some of the communities that were destroyed or damaged. This would be a good program to bring the community together to build homes together. Because I think once we were able to build several kits, this could be one that the community could go around and start doing it themselves.
Unastalin liaraun carpentry namtako chugngaluni litnauluni toni njorniklu ayagni jeri ungaluting biulrit nunait ni bili ungaluki navgumalrit kwallu Donin jorn bili ungalini luting ayagniut kluki tamakut jorat navgumalganun nunani navgumalganun nun ayagniut mulun.
Next slide. This is our administrative assistant program. These programs are 4 weeks long and there's 3 different levels. The first level really focuses primarily on Microsoft Office programs and public speaking, interview skills. So it's a good base point to start if you're looking to be going to administrative fields. And then we have a level 2 and level 3 that go primarily into more of the finance component of using QuickBooks, accounts receivable, and accounts payable.
Panilchasatan ruyaram litnaurigufti administrative assistant. Doni litnaurigufti kwani kwa Microsoft biungaluding computer keyboarding Tali sure zamin ki lit igaluding kwaslu QuickBookan just litnaurigaluding kwaslu akil accounts payable just damagun biungaluding doni litnaurigufti 4 weeks taktaluni.
Next slide, please. One of the last programs I'm going to cover is our high school program. So any students that may have lost time due to the storm in school, we do several programs, and you can see them listed there where they can get high school credit. And so they can get sometimes math credits, they can sometimes get science credits, some of it's electives. So it could be an opportunity for students to get caught up on where they left off when they left school.
Ukutlutas high school at litnaw kakam for credit ang kakawlal rate graduate as kam tamana pistigas kuftiu math ami kwaslu science ami su tamakun credit ang yung nga klini luding kwaslu asan klu tamakun rilngon panik piu kufti tamakun dov litnauriarig ngasini luti.
And just to add one more thing to this programs are mostly online, where some of the stuff does have practicals that you have to do if come in person.
Kwavutluta litnaurigufti online tawam piu ngasini luting. Illay tawam tsahat doni litnawi mi piu ngaluting.
Next slide. And I'll be very brief on this one. We teach over 100 different safety programs at NIT, with the ones listed here being the most popular requested.
Ukutlutali safety courses kwani gaus ngaluting piu kufti kitali piu ngasini luting ayukan rilingutun ayukan rilingut kau kutali piu ngaluting piu kufti.
Next slide. And the last thing I'll cover is NIT does have housing opportunities and transportation to and from class and also to and from the airport.
Unastali NIT ntagluding kwa uitawing kchikluding kwallu ay transportation nang kchikluding litnaw wigmun litnaw yall kam nun dog n uitawim kwallu mis wigmun ut qata.
Thank you, Naomi.
And thank you, Patrick. I will now turn it over to University of Alaska Fairbanks and their Mining and Petroleum Training Services Program and Mr. William Bieber.
Thank you, Sarah. I want to talk a little bit about our program. Our program is primarily resource industry based. This particular program I'm going to talk about today is a remote camp-based training. From 2014 to present, we've trained over 650 of our U.S. mining and oil and gas students throughout the U.S. The other signature program that we have is our signature program is our underground class. It's a 4-week program and it's 280 hours. So the students would come to our facility for 2 weeks, go home for 2 weeks, and then come back for the final 2 weeks.
Unasu program of mining and petroleum nanihtai mapilachtat tawam remote ye nanihtai piluting kwaniktali litnawi ngali niluting toni program ami taktalu nilu 4 weeks 280 hours tali litnawat 2 weeks litnawluting dolut qaluting 2 weeks dom tasqaqib zareftorlugu 2 weeks.
Our newest program we put together is called our Rural Heavy Equipment Operator Training Program, and that's 2 weeks. It's camp-based. It's 140 hours, and it's designed really for even students 18 to 24. It was very much encouraged. This program focuses mostly on village-based job opportunities involving heavy equipment.
Unastalinuta litnaw heavy equipment operator viarak litnaw yarak 2 weeks sastaktaluni talitoni litnaw mi perkauluni ukunun lu 18 to 24 alganun tauna piungaluni piskumayak lukiftoi nunani lu nunachorni Charlie yulritama kun heavy equipment dan klupillata nunachorni asreaqiaq nilukulitnaurulra toni.
Our clients are primarily Alaska, US, Canada, and Greenland. We train internationally, particularly for our underground program. We have a 90% class completion, an 82% long-term employment retention. That's something we're awful proud of. We have 42% of our students are from rural Alaska, and 20% of our students, including our underground, are women and currently working in our underground mines in Alaska.
Unastali litnaw vetwa Nunaniukuni, Alaska, US, Canada, and Greenland tama commute pitulini luting tali asikaluni ayagluni 42% Alaska miunguluting asatlu tali agnaung ramukhatali yungalrit mainani Alaska mimani.
Okay, thank you, Naomi. Next slide. We are, as I mentioned, a camp-based program. We have a 32-bed full-service camp on site. This is primarily an advantage for training students for the resource industries, because the resource industries are mostly camp-based, and learning how to be away from home and in a remote area, and particularly in a camp, is a training course all on its own.
Unastalilit na vat kan Pauluni lit 32 32 pitakaluni unaslit na vat nani asami pifnani camp Pauluni tawam magutwalit litnaurial rate litnaur lokisu nunnait ni witan ritlakait niklitnaur loki utrjumlatafa utrjugnarklanunakin riskmini wital qtsalitamatum klitnauraqsuki.
Thank you. Next slide. Just a little bit more about our surface and our heavy equipment operator training program. We have a full quarry that we operate in. That quarry has elevated roadways, single lane, double lane. The students learn to back up an incline and dump off of dumps, much like the surface mines. And then they also learn how to deck load and haul, which is primarily used in a lot of construction kind of activities.
Unastalilit na vat magun kwa ang pag sal alulakiakan litnaul rit tamakun litnaula siniluting tamani atukuluki Tony campsite am nilitnaul rit tamakun litnaula siniluki atuksluki tamakut mas ang dot truckat kwa satsutsali.
Next slide. Thanks, Naomi. I know that wasn't the easiest. This is our rural heavy equipment operator training camp. Since we started this program several years ago, it has really just taken off, and the interest that has been generated with this course, particularly with the 18 to 24-year-old folks that oftentimes don't feel like they can get an opportunity back home based on the fact they don't have the experience.
Unastali litnaw vat asikaluni ayasini luni tamakunun su 18 to 24 algan unasikaluni ayagaluni biuht ksuting pilrit illait khatoi nunam khnilu jallah kailingut khallu litnaw sait nilu kilu pilasrit unatsali litnaw vik tamakunun asirlunik toi litnaw vihkauluni utkhlutinglu litnaw tamakunik tsali ungaqaqauhtaqlutik.
You can contact us at the 907-262-0231. Talk to Natasha. Natasha will guide you through our whole process. And the way to apply is send us your resume with a letter of interest. And we'll look at that and kind of get you enrolled and start you through the process.
Down a number ak 907-262-0231 na kaya gawluko Natasha Mpurika yuchikachi igam klutuyuluko tuyuluki Jean kwani litnawiu snik kwasu tankzali lasnik doni su igairuungaluti perkauskufti litnawakauskufti doni.
Thank you, Naomi. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Adam, for the opportunity. And I'll answer any questions at the end, I guess.
Thank you, Bill. We appreciate it.
Okay.
We're going to go ahead and start closing remarks, but before I do that, there is one thing that I want to mention within the Alaska Department of Labor that we're pretty excited about, and we'll be able to talk about more. We have been awarded an emergency national dislocated worker grant within the department, and that grant will be used to provide residents impacted by the disaster with temporary jobs focused on the cleanup and recovery efforts in those affected communities. Additionally, employment and training services to those individuals who are eligible and who evacuated from uninhabitable areas. This will help them, enable them to work until repairs are completed and residents can return home. We are actively working with emergency organizations and our training partners to identify opportunities within employment and training programs that can help address these different needs. We are going to be scheduling another informational session in January to present those details, so please stay tuned. We want to share as much information as possible. In the meantime, please contact any of the organizations that presented today for further information on the services that they can provide. But I do want to open up the floor to allow those that are attending to ask questions of the resources that presented today. So if you have a question, please feel free to jump online. We'll deal with it as best we can, but please feel free to interact, ask questions of the entities that are here today.
I was just wondering, this Bobby Irvin, I was just wondering if Val could give us an update how things are going in the region.
Sure. I think people were definitely happy to gather on Thanksgiving with families. I think one of the things that I really appreciate about this region is that we are incredibly strong and very devout people, and we really believe every single day that we are just incredibly lucky to still have each other. And I think, you know, the recovery is going pretty fast, but also really slow, because can you imagine your life if you just came home one day and nothing that you had was there anymore? And I know that right now the recovery crews are packing up and they're getting ready. They're in the process of leaving the region, and it's a bittersweet time because they've been incredibly helpful, but it also in some ways is clearing space in the region for people. They've been occupying a lot of the hotels and some rentals, and so folks are looking forward to having that available again. Bethel Community Services Foundation is doing a really, really wonderful job of getting food and clothing donations to people. If people in the region need assistance, not only getting a hold of Bethel Community Services Foundation, but also AVCP and AVCP for training programs and assistance, and then also AVCP Regional Housing Authority, and then also YKHC for any of your health needs as well. And so we really appreciate the opportunity to be able to present with you today, and really, really appreciate the Department of Labor making this opportunity available, and also really appreciate Naomi Paul from Qipnuk.
Thank you, guys. Are there any other questions? I thought I saw a hand up, but I wasn't sure. It looked like it immediately came back down. Okay, if you do still have a question, please feel free to jump in and interrupt me or wait till the end, or feel free to communicate with any of the resources here today. As we come to the close of today's meeting, I want to extend a sincere thank you for everyone who took the time to be here and are either learning about programs or sharing their resources, expertise, and holding within their hearts the compassion that we have for our Alaskan neighbors. In particular, I would also like to say thank you to Naomi Paul, who braved some weather to be with us today and provide translation services. For everybody on the meeting today, please keep in mind the days ahead matter. Continued communication and partnership is going to be essential for all the people that we serve, mutual customers and individuals. So it's important we're still communicating, sharing updates. Please don't hesitate to reach out for support or collaboration as needs evolve. And we thank you for being here today. And again, if you have questions for one of the resources, please feel free to jump in right now. And Adam, if you have anything in conclusion, please feel free as well. We are here.
Hi, everybody. My name is Adam Weiner. I'm a special assistant to Commissioner Kathy Munoz. I work out of our Anchorage office. Just thank you all so much for being here today and for sharing resources that are available to our friends and neighbors in Western Alaska. Please, as Sarah was saying, just I hope you guys get that our partners and the department is here to support you all long term. And we're looking forward to seeing you guys in January when we have information about the dislocated worker aid. And we hope that you guys can join us then. Thank you all for being here today. I think you're muted.
My apologies, I was muted this time. Thank you, everybody, again, for being here and for allowing us to extend our time. Again, we are here. I imagine we will be sending out these slide decks. We will have a website set up with this information and some additional translation services. I hope everybody stays safe out there. And I hope you guys all have a great week and a terrific Tuesday. And again, we're here. If you have any questions, need follow-up, need connection in the background, we're here to help with that.
All right, everyone, thanks for having me. Have a great day.
Thank you, Miss Naomi.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you for your information.
Hi, sir, you just came off of mute. Do you have a question for us today? Good morning. It looks like it came off mute again and then went right back on. I am going to, just in case the unknown user is having any sort of technical difficulties, I'm going to put my name and my email and my phone number in the chat. So you are welcome to reach out to me individually and we can get you connected with whatever question that you may have. My information is now in the chat. So if that unknown user who unmuted a couple of times, if you have a question, you are more than welcome to reach out directly to me. And I will get you pointed in the right direction. It doesn't sound like we have any additional questions, so I'm going to go ahead and end the event. Again, everybody have a terrific day and please contact us if you have any questions or concerns. Thank you.
Bye.